Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for USOIL, or the crude oil. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios for price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Again, starting the count from these highs here, we had a few different scenarios covered before, so I'm not going to go detailed into all of these, but main idea was that we had some kind of three-way move here as possibly completed at these lows. Note that on these lows, even though we have taken out the lows in price, we did not take out the lows in RSI, which again has some telltale signs for us saying that there is a possibility where this is the first move or something, this is a second move, and now we would be getting a third move, taking out these highs at least for another good gain here for around 20%. So that is again a massive move. If we are just zooming out a bit, we could be saying that we have this again as that 1, 2, 3 move or an ABC move, and then another ABC move here, basically a connector wave connecting this first structure over to the next here. Again, that is one possibility. Of course, there is a possibility where this move here was something like that as a 5-way structure, and now we would be getting some kind of retracement and another 5-way structure coming down. Again, I don't think it is going to be a diagonal because again, we have already got overlap between this possible one here and these structures here. So again, the structure after this connector here would be most likely a 5-way structure coming down with no overlap. The reason why I don't really like this is just again the proportions. This does not really fit into the idea of contracting diagonal. Why is just because again, generally we want to be seeing the most momentum on wave 1 and it should be the largest. Here at the moment we can see that third wave here would be clearly the largest structure, and also the fifth, fifth is definitely shorter than third, but again the ratios between the first and third wave here shouldn't be this way around. It should be that wave 1 should be the largest, and so on. But again, there are multiple theories about that, and this definitely fits into that idea of that having just trend lines around it, and with that in mind, it definitely fits, especially as we took out these lows. If we had not taken out these lows here, I wouldn't have thought this would be possible. But again, that is just one scenario. Let's take a look at again the smaller time frames, what we got here. Again, the idea here on 30-minute was that we had this as a 3-way move here, a very extended move though, getting, I think it was around the 1.618. Again, I have issues with these counts because again, I'm not sure if you follow the Discord that I had, but I posted that Tradingview managed to delete all my data and got only backups 2 weeks ago, so I have various different assets that I don't have the latest 2 weeks of data, so it is a bit troublesome having this at the moment, but we'll deal with it. But again, the idea was that we had a 3-way structure into an A wave and then looking for this B wave, because again we had this as a potential 3-way structure here. Again, with this high here, we did take out the highs here, so that means that that this structure in the middle should be an expanded flat, and we indeed took out the lows here of this A wave, and again that was the idea that we were having here, and with the shorts that I mentioned on the previous videos, we have come down quite a bit here, around 15%, 10 to 15% at least. Again, we started to get these divergences in here. So there is still a possibility where this is not done. And why am I thinking that? Is just because if we have this as a 1, 2, let's see, this should be sub-minute. This would be 1, 2 of micro. And then there is this mess over here. Again, a couple of different interpretations, but I think that we would have this as a 1, 2. There is a possibility where this is already 3rd, 4th, and 5th. However, if we are looking at the extension targets for this wave 3 of this micro structure, the 3rd would be all the way down here. So if there is a way to label it like this, I would definitely prefer that in my opinion. And B wave would not be over yet. So the issue with this count is that this structure here seemed really impulsive. Well, all of the structures in oil seems to be very impulsive, so we can't really make too much conclusions off of these moves, unfortunately. But yeah, gotta keep that in mind. There is definitely a possibility where we have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 1, 2, and then again some kind of a 3, 4, and 5, and that is the way we can get a 3 or 5-way structure into that third. Not the prettiest though, but yeah, that's that. We do have that divergence that we would be expecting between the third and fifth here, and again, if we are looking at the higher time frame, the expectation would be that this would only be the third. Actually, this is 1 degree too high. Let me fix that so we don't get sidetracked, and this would be the sub-minuet count. There we go. And this would be probably the wave 4 here. This should be the other way around. Let's fix that again. Sorry about that. Did I not press it? I did. Okay. So 5 waves coming down. Wave 4. We can't really get too much higher. Otherwise, this whole idea of one more low is going to be invalidated. There is definitely a possibility where this is again that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The extension targets that we have here are not really the best. If we are thinking that this could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this wave 4 is extremely large. We can see that it goes well beyond the 0.5 retracement of that third wave here, so that is making it a bit less likely. However, if there is of course the other possibility where we just shift these up one more and say that wave C here is already done, wave B is complete, and we could be saying that this is already a wave 1, and then, well, this would have to be a very extended wave, ABC or whatever this is, I'm not quite sure. But again, with this in mind, this would be the wave 1, and looking for wave 2 down here, and 3, 4, 5. And this would again start the wave C, either creating this as a 1, 2. I'm already on the long setup, and now I'm looking to, I'm getting out of that long if we take out these lows here. But again, this here is not very particularly good looking for a long. But we'll see, of course, how that turns out. We already went well past the golden pocket as well, to the 786. Which is telling us that, okay, this is a bit weak, so there is definitely a possibility where this is just going to do this, and we are indeed going to get that other scenario I just mentioned, where we are looking for one more low, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, taking out this low, and then again, I would be again looking for that another long setup to create this larger ABC. So those are the two scenarios. When is this going to be actually invalidated? This whole higher time frame idea of ABC is all the way down here at $67, at least on log, and even 65 on arithmetic. So again, there are definitely more targets. I feel like we could be targeting the 1.236, but if we are expecting that, we are already saying that this, let's actually measure these things here. So I think this is quite large, this potential third wave here as well. If we are thinking again, this is 1, 2, 3. We're gone past the 2.618, so we don't need to be expecting an extension here if this is again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But again, we definitely should take out these lows so we can get that divergence and that double divergence basically going here. But yeah, those are the two scenarios I think that I'm going to be watching. If we are breaking these, then I'm expecting these lows to be broken as well. And then I'm expecting another move up after taking out these lows, possibly coming to the 72 area. But again, we definitely need to be watching this more local structure here. And yeah, of course, in this local structure here, if this is taken out, or this low is taken out, we're expecting that divergence between these two lows as well. But I think that is going to be all the expectations I have for oil at this moment. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.